It's electric. Buggy, wuggy, wuggy. Welcome back to the channel. I have an interesting topic about the end of the world today. I'm just kidding. It's not the end of the world. One of my friends shared a story from the Washington Post, and I'll put the Washington Post's thing here so you can read it if you want to. It was on Instagram. I'll leave a link to it below in the description of the video as well. Basically what the post is about is they're warning that we have some amount of time, so in this case, or at least at the time that I'm reading the post, 7 years, 101 days and 17 hours, 29 minutes and 22 seconds until Earth's carbon budget is depleted based on our current emissions rates. And I'm not so much interested in the specific time that we have left to fix our, problems, but more of the concept that is behind this. Oh, also if you hear noises, it's Duchess. He's joining us today. I don't know if I can get him in the video. Maybe I should like do this, then you can see us both. There you go, buddy. You're a dusty bird. He's very dusty. See all his feathers floating in the air. Anyways, yeah, we have some amount of time to fix our problems before we deplete Earth's carbon budget. So I thought it was interesting because in 7 years, I think the future of motorcycles is also going to change. And what I mean is the rise of the electric motorcycle. If you've been watching MotoGP this year, you know they introduced Moto E, which is electric motorcycle racing. I didn't watch all the races. I just watched one of the ones at Misano, I think, and they did 7 laps around the track, just 7. So tire wear becomes like a non-issue in these races. It's kind of funny. And I was thinking about what this means for us as motorcycle riders, because if you didn't know, although motorcycles release less carbon dioxide emissions, they release a lot of nitrous emissions and carbon monoxide, which is just as bad for the atmosphere, if not worse. So we're not like really any better than cars. In fact, there was a article in Wired or something like that that said that motorcycles are about 10 times more polluting than a car, which is sad because the engines are like twice as efficient. So you can't put like catalytic converters on a motorcycle because they're too big and bulky or they're too hot. So the emissions regulations are a lot more lenient on motorcycles because they have to be. So we have this certain amount of time to, get our act together. And I was thinking, for me, does that mean I should invest in an electric motorcycle? Is that a good idea? Would it make a difference? And I thought about it, and I don't know, I like the idea behind electric motorcycles. I still can't believe like the no clutch or shifting is just insane to me. But it would make riding so much easier for anybody that wanted to get into riding, didn't want to deal with, oh gosh, shifting or stuff like that. But at the same time, is like owning an electric motorcycle any more clean than not owning an electric motorcycle? And just like, is my MT-07 going to be obsolete in 7 years? So I thought, okay, if I purchased an electric motorcycle, most likely I would be charging it here at my house most of the time. So it would be worthwhile to get an electric motorcycle if the energy that I was also using to charge it came from a clean source. To me, clean mostly means solar, which would most likely mean solar panels on the house or buying electricity from a provider that only offers green energy. I'm not exactly sure how that works for different regions, but at least in this region, there's not like a source that I can buy energy from that's solar powered only and is also affordable, which is a problem. There's providers that offer like 25% of our electricity is generated through renewable resources, and that's usually the option that I do. If you get an electric motorcycle, I don't think it's any more clean than just owning a regular motorcycle. I mean, it might have no emissions, but the emissions that it takes to generate the electricity that you need to power your motorcycle, that's still emissions. So the question becomes, what's more like environmentally friendly? Just getting gasoline from the gas station to put in your non-electric bike, or charging your electric bike at home, which has implications for where your energy provider is sourcing their energy and if it's clean or green. So I'd like to know your thoughts on it. But anyways, regardless of whether we have 7 years, less than that, or more than that, I feel like I could never give up motorcycles. Their benefit to my mental health is like worth it. But I'd be like, yee, environment, you're gonna have to take one for the team this time, buddy. But I wanna hear from you guys if you have an electric motorcycle or not, because I could never, like one thing that I thought about when I first got an electric motorcycle at an IMATS show was like, I was reaching for the clutch and I was like, oh, there is none. And also like, how do you deal with being heard on the road? There's no sound anymore. I think having some noise coming from your motorcycle is beneficial because it does help create awareness that you're a smaller object that's there. So That's the one reason I wanted to watch the Moto E races, was just to hear what it sounds like. And it doesn't sound like almost anything. It's just like a higher pitched whistling noise, I guess. I think if somebody was in a car driving, they would definitely not be able to hear that coming. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the post. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it, and especially how it relates to like electric motorcycles and what your thoughts on electric motorcycles are, because I think they're definitely going to be the future. We know anytime we have something happening in MotoGP, or I guess in this case Moto E, it's gonna get translated in a couple years to the motorcycles that are on the road. So I know we have the potential and the capacity to have really efficient electric motorcycles in the future, but I'm curious what your thoughts are. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me for this interesting conversation, and I guess me and Duchess will see you all in the next one. Bye!